Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network welcomes you to another precising edition of Inside Pitch. The 1988 postseason is on the air. We are at Three Rivers Stadium. This is Game 2 of the National League Division Series between the Montreal Expos and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates lead this series 1-0, hoping to take a 2-0 series lead to Stade Olympique for Games 3 and a possible 4. The Expos, of course, trying to tie it up. Can the Expos recover from that bottom of the ninth big-time home run by Glenn Wilson? Or will the Pirates use that momentum to really put the squeeze on the Expos today? We shall see what Inside Pitch has to say tonight. Brian B., John Haverly, and Doug Hunt and Beatles Eternally join us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Beatles Eternally is going to be here while my guitar gently weeps. The Traveling Wilburys and George Harrison, that counts. So we are on tonight for a big game in the NLDS. So we know that Beatles Eternally, of course, is a big Pirates fan. And hopefully we'll have, and the Pirates are off to a pretty good start right now. My Mets got swept by the Brewers, but it's early. We'll see what happens. Frank Rosenk and Clee baseball fan join us here at Three Rivers Stadium. So the fans here at TRS are set and ready to go. Game 2 of this NLDS. What will happen tonight? We've had lots of excitement so far in this 1988 postseason, and I'm expecting more approaching. As Joel Turney now gets us here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. Let's get the game underway. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, their number 2 starter, Doug Drabek. 15 wins, 7 losses, a 3.08 ERA. He gets the call for the game tonight. So the fans are set, and Pittsburgh is ready to go as Texag 75 continues his streak. Let's play some more Division Series baseball. Leading off for the Expos will be Otis Nixon. He is in left field. Nixon was 1 for 8 so far for the postseason. We are using yellow, white, and black dice. Pirates are the home team. Chuck Rawlings now joins us here. Not Chuck Rawlings actually coming to a baseball game, not including the Detroit Tigers. That's interesting. We are set and ready to go. Let's play the top of the first. Drabek, 6'4", that's a blank. Nixon, 6'6", that's a ground out to first. And that will be handled by Bryn. 1 down. Next batter will be the center fielder, Dave Martinez. Martinez was with the Chicago Cubs most of the time in 88. Wound up on the Expos later. He is 0 for 8 for the playoffs so far. He's still looking for his first hit. Drabek, 2-6. And against the lefty, walk plus, and that will be ball 4. He does walk Martinez. Three Rivers Stadium subtracts 1 from strikeouts, but adds 4 to walks. So we may see a few bases on balls. First walk given up by Drabek. He only had 46 of them in 88. Good control out of 219 innings pitched. Next up will be the first baseman, the big cat, Andres Galarraga. He is 2 for 7 for the playoffs so far. I think if you want to put Galarraga in the Hall of Fame, I really don't think I can object to it. Infield is a double play depth. Martinez with 23 stolen bases. That is a 3. He gets the steal sign. 14 minus 2 is 12. LaVire minus 1 is 11. They will not send him. Galarraga with a 3.02 average. They'll let him hit. Drabek, 1-5. Home run chance. Lefty, righty is a 1, and that's a 14. It's not happening. Galarraga, 3-3, but Galarraga will smack a double into right field. That'll be a hit. Martinez, base runner 4. Double to right, minus 2. So only a 1 or a 2. Martinez will score, and he does. Martinez comes around. Galarraga already at second. A 1 or a 2. He'll take third on the throw. He does not. He'll hold at second base. And the Expos jump out in front with an RBI double by Galarraga. It's 1-0 in favor of the team north of the border. So the Expos get out in front, but of course, remember, they were in front most of the first game. Right fielder Hubie Brooks is up next. He is 2 for 6 for the postseason. Besides, the Tigers played earlier today, needed a non-Tigers game to drop in on. Runner at second base, infield is back. Strat, nothing on the 5. Galarraga stays put. Drabek with the pitch. 5-4, that's a blank. Brooks, 2-6, that's a fly out to right field. Getting over there will be Wilson, and he makes the catch. Galarraga, he has a 2. Wilson a -1, and -1 to right. He will stay at second base, 2 down. And that will bring up the third baseman, Tim Wallach. He is 2 for 8 for the playoffs so far. Galarraga on at second. Strat. That's a 20. Drabek turns around to get Galarraga. And he got him. Picked him off at second base. Side retired. Drabek excellent at pickoffs. A 2 for 11. And that is a 10. And he got him. Picked off Galarraga at second base. And that will retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit and a walk. And Wallach is going to have to wait until the next inning to take his bat. Nice play by Drabek. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Montreal Expos. Their number 3 starter, Bryn Smith. 12 wins, 10 losses, a 3.00 ERA. I think Bryn Smith was a very underrated pitcher in Expos history. He was not bad. He gets his first call for the Expos in the postseason. He is the number 3 starter. Leading off for the Pirates will be left fielder Barry Bonds. He was 0 for 3 in game 1. So he's looking for his first hit. Smith will go ahead and pitch. Smith, 1-1. That's a blank. Bonds, 1-4, and that is a ground out to short. Hudler will go ahead and make the play and toss it over. 1 out. I actually moved Hudler over to shortstop from second base because Foley actually has a better range at second. Hudler and Foley have the same range at short, although Hudler makes a few more errors. But I take range over errors if possible. Jose Lean, second baseman, is up next. He's 0 for 4 in the first game. Smith with the pitch. Smith, 2-1, range play. Leaned, 3-5. That's a fly ball hit to left field. That's hit to Nixon. Nixon is good. His range is a 4. And he ain't going to get that one. And that's going to be a base hit for Lean. That'll be a single. So Lean to hold at first base, and already the tying run is on for the Pirates. And now we'll see the center fielder, Andy Van Slyke. He was 1 for 3 in the first game. Infield a double play. Leaned at 15 stolen bases, but he will stay put. Smith will go ahead and pitch. Smith, 1-2, range play at the park. 3 Rivers, 6-1, fly ball to left field again. Again, Nixon getting called upon to make a range play. His range is a 4, and this one he will catch. 2 outs. And that'll be a fly out to left as Nixon makes the play this time. And that will bring up the third baseman, Bobby Bonilla. Yes, the Mets are still paying him. He is 0 for 3 in the first game. 2 outs here. Runner on at first. Strat. Nothing on the 8. Lean will stay put. Smith will make the pitch. Smith, 4-5. Strikeout 16. That is high. Bonilla, a 1-1, and that's a fly ball to left field again. But this time, Nixon doesn't have to make a range play. He's just going to make a play, and that's it. No runs and a hit. 1-0 Expos after 1. We go to the top of the second. As Brian Patterson, of course, knows that Stratomatic has released the 1997 season by Stratomatic. So for those of you who like to watch the Florida Marlins beat up on the Cleveland Indians again, you might just want to pick up the 1997 season. And once again, if you want to replay the season, the World Series, although I don't know why you want to replay the World Series, Brian, the Marlins will just beat the Indians again. We go to the top of the second. Once again, Tim Wallach will bat, and he is 2 for 8 for the postseason so far. Drabek, sorry, I'm not a Marlins fan. Drabek with the pitch. Drabek, 3-4. That is a blank. Wallach, 6-2. That's a ground out to second base. And Lean will go ahead and make the play, 1 down. I am a Marlins fan, by the way. Besides being a Mets fan, I am a homer down here. That'll bring up the second baseman, Tom Foley. Foley was 1 for 6 so far in the postseason. And let's see, 1 out. Drabek with the pitch. 4-1 against the lefty. That is a blank. Foley, 6-2. Ground out to second once again. And Leaned will make another play, 2 down. And now here's the catcher, Nelson Santovania, and he is 2 for 6 for the playoffs. Jim Leland, truly underrated manager. Yes, he was. Very happy when he got his World Series title with the Marlins, and he certainly did. The Marlins definitely need all the fans they can get by the looks of the crowd. Well, back in the day, the Marlins got a lot of fans, and then a lot of them just started disappearing. I'm still a Marlins fan, but yes, when I go see the Mets play the Marlins, I'm wearing a Mets jersey. Drabek with the pitch. 6-2, strikeout 17. That is high. Santovania, 6-5, and he hits one to left field. That is a 12, and against a righty, though, that's going to be a little high, and that's just going to be a fly out to left as Bonds will make the play and retire the side. Nothing across for the Expos, and we will go to the bottom of the second. Although I do have Marlins jerseys too, by the way. I do go to Marlins games once in a while wearing Marlins getup. Bottom of the second inning, leading off for the Bucs will be the first baseman, Sid Bryn. He was 1 for 4 in game 1 of the series. Remember, the Expos have played 2 playoff games. This is only the second playoff game for the Pirates. Smith, 5-1. Pitcher result, 9. That's high. Breen, 1-1. That's a fly out to right field, and Brooks will get to it and make the play. 1 out. And a nice ovation here from the Three Rivers Stadium crowd. Here comes the right fielder, Glenn Wilson. Wilson was with the Seattle Mariners most of 1988. Wound up on the Pirates later. Wilson was 1 for 3, but that one that he hit was a 3-run bomb in the bottom of the 9th inning to give the Pirates the win over the Expos. So he gets a big ovation here at Three Rivers Stadium. Smith will go ahead and pitch. Smith, 4-4 against the righty. That will be an out, and it's a ground out to first. Making the play will be Galarraga. He'll do it himself, and that is 2 outs. 2 down, and here comes Spanky, the catcher, Mike LaValliere. LaValliere is 0 for 3. He's still looking for his first hit. LaValliere, of course, was 0 for 3 in game 1, I should say. Smith with the pitch. 4-3. That is a blank. LaValliere, 5-1. That's a fly ball hit to center field. But that's going to be corralled there by Martinez. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. Expos lead it 1-0 after 2. Just watched a Dan Plesac interview on Cincinnati. Yeah, how about those Reds? Playing not too bad early baseball right now. Hey, wins or win. My Mets are 3-4 right now, we already found out that the Mets are not going to play tomorrow night due to weather. So the Mets are actually going to get a much needed day off, and they need it. So we need a day off. So now the home opener will be Friday instead. We go to the top of the third. Expos lead 1-0. Coming up to bat for the Expos will be Rex Hudler. I have now moved him to shortstop. Hudler was 1 for 7 so far in the playoffs. Drabek will go ahead and pitch. Drabek, 5-5, possible error. Hudler, 3-2, and against the righty, that's going to be a double to left field. Hudler bounces that off the wall and left. Bonds' error rating is a 4. That's a 15. He won't make an error. He'll get the ball cleanly and toss it in, but the Expos have a big run at second base. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Bryn Smith, a 109 average and 2 RBIs. May call for the bunt, but his bunt rating is a 3. I may just have him hit away. Nothing on. Whoa! Well, Hudler made a chance on a strat. He has a 17 attempt rating. That's a 3, and he's got a chance to steal third. 16 minus 2 is 14. LaValliere minus 1, a 1 to 13 to steal third. You know what? No, I'll let Smith swing because I don't think I'll have to worry about it. Drabek with the pitch. Drabek, 2-2, strikeout, 17. Got him anyway. And that is the first strikeout for Drabek. And he had 127 of them in 88, 1 down. Next batter is Nixon. Nixon is 0 for 1. Hudler, and this time he doesn't get the steal. He'll stay put. Nixon actually gets the bunt sign, but he'll swing away. Drabek will go ahead and pitch. Drabek, 5-4. That's a blank. Nixon, 1-4. That ball is hit to center field. That is a 15. And against the righty, that's going to be too high. And that's going to be a fly out to center. And Hudler, let's see, 3 minus 2 is 1. Van Slyke minus 1. Hudler not going anywhere. He stays at second, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Martinez. Martinez has walked his first time up. Strat, nothing on the... Actually, Hudler does get the steal sign. And I think they're going to... they'll let Mart... You don't want to run yourself out the inning. Drabek will go ahead and pitch. Drabek, 3-1 against the lefty. That is a blank. Martinez, 1-2. Nope, ground ball to the pitcher. Drabek will take care of it, toss it over to first, and a leadoff double, but the Expos can't do anything with it. No runs on a hit. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Talking about the demolition game. I don't see baseball with the demos in there, but I'm pretty sure he'll show up soon. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Leading off for the Pirates will be Ken Oberkfell. I have him at shortstop. Oberkfell was with the Atlanta Braves most of 1988. He is on the Pirates, and he did make the playoff roster. Oberkfell is 1 for 3 so far. He was 1 for 3. I should say 1 for 3 in game 1. Smith will pitch. Smith, 3-6. And against the lefty, walk, and that 2 is good. He walks Oberkfell. So Oberkfell will take a trot down to first. First walk issued by Smith. He only had 30 of them in 198 innings pitched. And that will bring up the pitcher, Doug Drabek, a 171 average. Corners will come in expecting a bunt. Strat, that's a 14. And the bunt will be called. Smith goes ahead and pitches. Smith, 3-1 against the righty, strikeout, and that is going to be a strikeout because Drabek, when you call a bunt, that is halved. So that goes down to a 20. Divided by 2 is 10. That is a 2, and he got him anyway. Struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Smith. He had 122 of them. So 1 down as Drabek tries to bunt, but he strikes out anyway. Here is Bonds. Bonds is 0 for 1. Infield a double play def. And Oberkfell he gets the steal sign, but a 9, I'm not going to send him. And Bonds, of course, a power hitter. You let Bonds swing. Smith will go ahead and pitch. Smith, 4-1, strikeout 4, he got Bonds. And that'll be strikeout number 2 for Smith, 2 down. Batter now is Lean. Lean got a base hit his first time up. Oberkfell, he'll stay where he is. Smith will go ahead and pitch. Smith, 2-1, range play. leaned, 2-5, ground ball to short. The ball is at the Hudler. Hudler's range is a 2. It's a 4. He'll get past him for a base hit. If Foley was over there, it wouldn't have mattered because Foley is a 2 range at short. And that'll be a base hit. Oberkfell not fast enough. He will have to hold at second base. But now the Pirates are still alive in the inning. That's a second hit of the game for Leaned. And a chance now for Van Slyke. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 17. Oberkfell on at second. Leaned on at first. Smith in a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the third. Smith, 6-3. That is a blank. Slyke, 1-1. And that is a ground ball to third. That'll be picked up there by Wallach. And he's going to tag out Oberkfell coming to third base. And that'll retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, and a walk. It remains 1-0 in favor of the Expos. And this is how this game went in game 1 as well. Because the Expos held a small lead as well in game 1 of this series. Are we looking at another pitcher's duel? We've had a lot of pitcher's duels so far here in the postseason as well in the final week of the regular season. We will go to the top of the fourth. Lots of Game of the Year candidates. The Big Cat, Andres Galarraga, leads off. He got a double his first time up. 1-0 Expos. Pirates lead the series 1-0. Drabek, 5-5, possible error. Galarraga, 3-6. That's not an error. It's a slow hit ball to second, picked up by Lean. Galarraga, base runner 2. And he's thrown out at first, 1 out. So that'll be a ground out to second base. As Galarraga just not that fast. An easy play by Lean. Got him at least by a few steps. Here comes Brooks. Very underrated player. And Brooks is 0 for 1. I always felt Hubie Brooks, as I said, very underrated. I would almost put him in the Hall of the Very Good. And maybe he does belong there. Drabek with the pitch. Drabek, 4-4. Pitcher result, 12. That's too high. Brooks, 1-4, and that's a ground out to third. And Bobby Bonilla will toss it over for out number 2. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. He is a few minutes late. Okay, well, that's okay, sir, but I think the concession stand lines might be a little long. Here's Wallach. Wallach is 0 for 1. 1-0 Expos here, top of the fourth. Drabek with the pitch. 5-2, range play. Wallach, 5-4. It's a fly ball to left field. Bonds is going after it. His range is a 4. That is a 5. He won't get to it. And that's going to be a double for Wallach because it just splits between the defenders out there. And Wallach will slide into second. So he holds at second base. A runner in scoring position. It will give Tom Foley a chance. Foley is 0 for 1, though. And let's see anything on the strat. That is a 6. Wallach will stay put. Wallach gets a 2-out double. Foley trying to bring in an extra run for the Expos. Fans here at Three Rivers cheering on their Bucks. Drabek with the pitch. 6-4. That is a blank. He's not tired. Foley, 5-5, and he lifts a fly ball to left. And not going to be a problem for Bonds this time. And he will make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Expos. It remains 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Another pitcher's duel. We've had a lot of them. We had a pitcher's duel last night with the Mets and the Giants. And a pitcher's duel with the Tigers and the Red Sox. The only pitcher's duel we haven't had so far was the Yankees getting beaten by the Athletics 6-3 in game 1 of that series. Every other game has been low scoring. Bottom of the fourth inning. And Bobby Bonilla leads off for the Pirates, and he just picked up another check from the Mets. He is 0 for 1. Smith with the pitch. Smith, 2-6, possible error. Bonilla, 6-4, fly ball hit to right field. That is hit to Brooks. Brooks' error rating is a 6. That's an 18. He will make the catch. 1 out. Here comes Sid, Coffee, and Bryn, and he's 0 for 1. Bryn gets in there. You got a Primanti Brothers sandwich. Definitely not Skyline, but it will do. Actually, Primanti Brothers is delicious. Smith with the pitch. 1-4, strikeout 19. That is high. Breen, 5-2, ground out the third. And Wallach will get that and toss it over 2 down. Next up is Wilson. Wilson is 0 for 1. Smith right now pitching very well. And here comes the pitch. Smith, 5-3, strikeout 6, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Wilson, and that's strikeout number 3 for Smith. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Still 1-0 Expos after 4. Wow, a pitcher's duel postseason. May not see many high-scoring games. We go to the top of the 5th, and we had a lot of high-scoring games at the early part of the 88 regular season. Nelson Santavania leads off. He's 0 for 1. Drabek, he'll set in there and pitch. Drabek, 3-6, strikeout 16. That is high. Santavania, 5-1, fly to right. And Wilson will camp under it and grab it. He'll make a fire as he camps under it. 1 out. Next up is Hudler. And Hudler got a double his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. Drabek, he'll set in there with the pitch. Drabek, 3-1, against the righty. Home run result against the right-handed pitcher. Hudler needs an 8. That's a 3, and that is gone. Kaboom! Back. Gone! Home run, Rex Hudler. Expos now lead it 2-0. Stadium groans. Drabek went ahead and pitched him an absolute meatball. Hudler puts the tomato sauce and the cheese on it. Turns it to lasagna. 2-0 Expos. And now the batter is Smith. And he's 0 for 1. And still 1 out in the bottom of the 5th as Drabek did not go a good pitch. Drabek with the pitch. Drabek, 5-3 against the righty. Strikeout. The 12 will get him easily. And that is a K. And that is strikeout number 2 for Drabek. 2 down. And now the batter is Nixon. And Nixon is 0 for 2. Drabek sets in there and makes the pitch. Drabek, 2-5 against the switch left. That's a blank. Nixon, a 1-5. That's a fly ball to center field. And Van Slyke will get there with ease and retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Rex Hudler. 2-0 now going into the bottom of the 5th. Smith back on the mound. And Mike LaValliere leads off. He's 0 for 1. As we start the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-0 Expos. Smith, 2-5. Walk, 10. Yep, that's ball 4. LaValliere will trot to first. So we'll lead off walk. Second walk issued by Smith. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. In Oberkfell. Oberkfell walked his first time up. Infield double play. LaValliere had 3 stolen bases. He's not going anywhere. Oberkfell, a good bunter, but they call the bunt sign, but he ain't bunting here. He's got a 271 average. You got to let the man swing. Smith will pitch. Smith, 6-5. That is a blank. Oberkfell, 2-4. Fly to right. And Brooks will get to that one and put it away for the first out. Here's Drabek. Drabek, a good bunter. And they're going to bring the corners in expecting a bunt. And strategy rolls a 19. And yep, Drabek will drop down the bunt. Smith will pitch. Smith, 5-6. That's a blank. Drabek bunts it. And that is bunted right back to the pitcher. That is a 9. And his bunt rating will be a 3 hit back to the pitcher. And that's going to be a successful sacrifice bunt. Very well down, put down. LaValliere will go to second. But there will be 2 outs. But that's the right play, though, because you don't want him to ground into a double play. Because you do have that guy coming up. Here comes Bonds. So a sacrifice hit to the pitcher. And now Bonds, the batter. He's 0 for 2. He's still looking for his first hit of the series. 2 down here, bottom of the 5th. Strategy roll still on, of course. That's a 3. LaValliere, he's staying put. Smith will go ahead and pitch to Bonds. Smith with the pitch. 6-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Bonds, 5-4. He hits one to center field. That is an 18. And against the righty, that's going to be a fly ball to center. Martinez is going to have plenty of room. And he will make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. And the Pirates still down 2-0 after 5. And Smith right now is doing very well tonight. Tell you right now, the Expo rotation and the Expo pitching staff does not stink. We go to the top of the 6th. The only problem with the Expos, they really can't hit. Top of the 6th inning, Dave Martinez leads off. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. 2-0 Expos right now. But the fans here at Three Rivers know there can always be 9th inning magic. Drabek, 4-5. Error on a grounder. Martinez, 4-6. Nope, that's a fly ball to center. And that'll be taken care of by Van Slyke for the out. Here comes the big cat. Galarraga 1 for 2. Help, trainer says I got just the fit. Pitch from Drabek. 3-1 against the righty. Home run result against the right-handed pitcher. Galarraga needs a 19. And he did not get it. That is a 20. Are you kidding me? Galarraga, 3-2, and he hits a deep fly ball to center field. Going back for it is Van Slyke. He's at the track. He's at the wall, and he leaps. And he makes the catch. 2 outs. A 95% chance to hit it out. And Galarraga, because it's against a righty, he missed it. And he breaks his bat and throws it into the trash can. 2 down. And here comes Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 2. Drabek wipes the sweat off his brow, knowing that should have been out of there. Drabek will go ahead and pitch. Drabek, 1-4. Range play at the park. Three Rivers, 4-2. That ball is hit to center field. That is a 1. That'll be a base hit to center, but it's a range play for Van Slyke. His range is a 4. That is a 4. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Van Slyke played a heck of an inning right there. All 3 outs were fly outs to center, and one of them should have been out of there. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Big Cat asks Cutler, how did yours get out? That should have been out of there. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 2-0 Expos, and the Expos are not happy. They know they should be up by another run. Jose Lean leads off. He's 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles. Matter of fact, he's the only one that's got hits for the Pirates against Smith. Smith with the pitch. 3-3, error on a throw. Leaned, 3-3. That's going to be an infield single. to second base. Foley picks it up. His error rating is an 8. That's a 5, and he's going to go ahead and throw the ball away. Think he's going to get leaned, but he's not going to do it. That's an error on a throw on an infield single automatically, and lead goes to second. So that is a single and an E4 on Foley, who still tries to get leaned out at first base. They credit him with a single, and he automatically takes second, that being an error on a throw, on an infield single. So now the Pirates will now bring on Van Slyke. That's the first error on the Expos in the ball game. So now the tying run at the plate. Smith can't believe it. Lean should be at first base, but instead he's at second. So that is an infield single and a throwing error. Leaned on at second. Strategy rolls are still on. That is a 12. Nothing happening. Smith will make the pitch. Smith, 6-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Van Slyke, 4-2. Fly ball to left. And Nixon will make the play. And Lean is not going anywhere. He will stay at second base, 1 out. Next up is Bonilla. Bonilla is 0 for 2, and he just collected another paycheck from the Mets. Strategy roll, and that is a 3. Leaned does not get the steal sign. He will stay at second base. Smith will go ahead and pitch. Smith, 6-3. That is a blank. He's not tired. Bonilla, 1-1, fly to left. And once again, Nixon is going to get there and make the catch. 2 outs, and Lean stays where he is. And now Bryn, and Bryn is 0 for 2. Lean looking on, trying to see if he can do something there. He's going to stay put. Smith will go ahead and make the pitch. Smith, 6-1, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. That is strikeout number 4 for Smith. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, but the Pirates couldn't do anything with it. After 6, it's still 2-0 Expos. Don't you just love the playoffs on RJL Network? I certainly do. We go to the top of the 7th. Doug Drabek, he can pitch to 5 more batters before he tires. Tim Wallach leads off. He is 1 for 2 with a double. Fans here wondering, come on, Bucks, do something. Drabek with the pitch. Drabek, 1-5. Home run chance. Righty a 1. The 9 is high. Wallach, 6-5, and that's a grounder to second base. Lean will handle that one. And that is the first out. Next up is Foley. Foley is 0 for 2. Drabek looking up in there. Three Rivers, a little quiet. Drabek with the pitch. 3-1 against the lefty. That is a blank. Foley, 5-2. Line drive right to third. Bonilla puts his glove up and just nails it. 2 outs. And now here's Santovania. Santovania is 0 for 2. As Chris DeMello joins us here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. Drabek will go ahead and make the pitch. Drabek, 3-2, range play. Santovania, 2-6, fly ball, center field. Van Slyke going for it. His range is a 4. That is a 5. He won't get to it, and that's going to be a single for Nelson. He will head to first base and stay there. And that keeps the inning alive. And a chance now for Rex Hudler, who is 2 for 2, a double and a bomb. Should Bonds be in the Hall of Fame? Yes. Yes, they all should be. I'm sick and tired of the steroid crap. You know what? Yes, they all should be in. I'm sick and tired of the argument. Yes. Put them all in. Put them all in. I know people disagree with me, but put them all in. And Brian B agrees. Yeah, Bonds and Clemens, they put them all in, all or none. I agree. But before, I got to tell you right now, but before you put in any one of those players, okay, the Pete Rose and the ghost of Shoeless Joe Jackson should be waiting for them at the front door. Santavania at first base. Hudler here, a chance to maybe smack one. Strategy roll, and that's a 12. Nothing happening. Drabek sets up, and he makes the pitch. Drabek, 4-4. Pitcher result, 9. That is high. Hudler, 3-2. And against the righty, Hudler comes through again, and that's going to be a double to left. Double to left field, but will it score Santavania? Base runner 1 with 2 outs becomes a 2. A double to left minus 2 is a 0. Not happening. Santavania will hold at third base, and Hudler will go to second. Hudler's now 3 for 3 tonight. And now the batter is the pitcher, Bryn Smith. But even though he's pitching an absolute gem, you got a chance to get 2 runs in, and they are going to call him back. So Smith is going to come out of the game, and the Expos will go to the bench. And we'll see who the Expos bring up to bat, and it's going to be Luis Rivera, 224 average, 4 homers, 30 RBIs. I go by most at bats in this case. So Luis Rivera will come up here, runners at second and third. 2-0 Expos, top of the 7th inning. Fans here at Three Rivers hoping Drabek can get this. 1 man out. He will be tired after Rivera. 2 outs, setting up. Strategy roll. That's a 16, nothing happening. Drabek will make the pitch. Drabek, 5-4. That is a blank. Rivera, 1-2. He hits one to center field. That is a 9. And against the righty, Rivera's going to come through and clear the bases with a double. Santavania will score. Hudler will score. Rivera to second base. 4-0 Expos. Stadium groans. A 2 RBI double by Luis Rivera comes through with a big hit. And now 4-0 in favor of the Expos. And now the batter is Otis Nixon. And Drabek is tired, and that will be it for him. So Drabek is going to leave the ball game. And the Pirates will go to the bullpen now. And coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Jeff Robinson. 11 wins, 5 losses, 9 saves, a 3.03 ERA. Robinson coming in to be the second Pirate pitcher. Nixon is the batter, runner on second. 4-0 Expos, as the Expos trying to get some payback for the loss in game 1. Strategy rolls are now off. Robinson with the pitch. 1-5. Strikeout 16. That is high. Nixon 1-6. And he slaps a base hit to center field. Rivera, base runner 4 with 2 outs. Single to center. +1. A 1-5. He will score. And he does. Rivera comes around and he scores. Nixon to first. 5-0 Expos. Stadium groans. So the Expos are now starting to get some runs here. And now the batter is Martinez, and he's 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 men down, top of the 7th. Expos now have a 5-0 lead. Robinson, he will pitch. Robinson 3-1. That's at the park. Three Rivers 4-5, and that's a ground out to third. And Bonilla will take care of that. He'll go the short distance to get Nixon, and that will retire the side. 3 runs on 3 hits. And a big inning for the Expos. They have a 5-0 lead trying to tie this series up. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. We got more baseball coming up tomorrow night. It will be game number 2 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Oakland Athletics. Rick Rhoden will be going for the Yankees. Rick Rhoden, let me get that information here because I thought I had that. I guess I didn't put that in there. Should be Rick Rhoden, right? Yeah. Rick Rhoden will be going for the Yankees, and Bob Welch will be pitching for the Athletics. So that'll be tomorrow night. The Athletics lead that series 1-0. Can the Yankees tie that series up, or will the Oakland Athletics take a 2-0 lead back to Yankee Stadium across the country? Rick Rhoden against Bob Welch. That will be tomorrow night on the network for Inside Pitch. Bottom of the 7th here, Expos have a 5-0 lead trying to tie this series up. Glenn Wilson is the leadoff batter for the Pirates. Expos need a pitcher. And they got a righty and 2 lefties coming up. So I think coming on to pitch for the Expos will be Joe Hesketh. 4 wins, 3 losses, 9 saves, a 2.85 ERA. Hesketh will make an appearance here. So Joe Hesketh will pitch to Glenn Wilson here to start the bottom of the 7th. Can the Pirates get anything going here tonight? Hesketh with the pitch. Hesketh, 2-4, range play at the park. 3 Rivers, 4-2. That ball is hit to center field. The center field, that is a 1. That's going to be a single to center, but Martinez gets a chance to make a play. His range is a 3. It is a 4. He won't get it. It'll be a base hit. So Wilson comes through with a single, and he now becomes the only other Pirate to get a hit. So the Pirates get the leadoff man on, and the batter will be LaValliere. LaValliere is 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield double play death. Strategy rolls are off. Hesketh will go ahead and pitch. Hesketh, 6-6, strikeout 12, and he misses that one. LaValliere, 5-3, a line drive to short. That's out number 1. Wilson will be doubled off on a 1. Nope, they'll get back to first. 1 out. Line drive to short, but Wilson gets back. And the batter now is Oberkfell. Oberkfell is 0 for 1 with a walk. Fans here at 3 Rivers know the Pirates got to start getting some runs here. Hesketh with the pitch. 5-3, error on a throw. Oberkfell, 5-1, and that ball is hit to center field. That is a 14, and that against the lefty, that is going to be a fly out to center. And Martinez will get to that one and make the catch. It's out number 2, and there will not be a throwing error because Wilson's not going anywhere. 2 outs. Pinch hitter coming up for Jeff Robinson as he will come out of the game. And the Pirates will go ahead and have R.J. Reynolds pinch hit. 248 average, 6 homers, 51 RBIs. So here comes Reynolds against Hesketh. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th, Expos with a 5-0 lead. Had a lot of shutouts lately, too. Hesketh will go ahead and pitch. Hesketh, 6-5 against the switch right. That's going to be a base hit past the pitcher. It'll be a single. Wilson, a base runner 4, and that's going to be good enough with 2 outs, and he will get to third. As he was off with the crack of the bat, and Reynolds comes through with a pinch hit single. And now with 1 swing of the bat, Barry Bonds can get Pitt back in the game. But he is 0 for 3. He is still looking for his first hit. 5-0 Expos here. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Hesketh will pitch to Bonds. Fans here hoping for a big-time hit. Here comes the pitch. Hesketh, 3-2, strikeout 13. That is high. Bonds, 2-4, and it's a fly ball to right field. Brooks is going to get to that one. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs on 2 hits. The Pirates still can't get anybody across. 5-0 after 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Expos will be the big cat, Andres Galarraga, who just missed the home run by maybe an inch. And they got right coming up, so the Pirates will bring on a right-hander to pitch. And they are going to go with, let's see here. What are we in the 8th inning? Coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Brian Fisher. 8 wins, 10 losses, a save, a 4.61 ERA. I will say this, the Pirate bullpen is not as good as the Montreal bullpen. If this becomes a bullpen game, a bullpen series, the Expos definitely have the advantage. Galarraga leads off. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Top of the 8th, 5-0 Expos. Fisher with the pitch. 4-3 against the righty. That will be an out, though, and it'll be a fly out the left. Taken care of there by Bonds, 1 down. Next up is Brooks, and Brooks is 0 for 3. Fisher sets up with the pitch. 2-1. Pitcher result, 14. That's going to be an out against the righty, and it will be a ground ball hit to third, picked up by Bonilla. Tosses it over, 2 outs. Brooks is still looking for his first hit today. He's now 0 for 4. And now Wallach, and Wallach is 1 for 3. Fisher gets in there, and he'll make the pitch. Fisher, 5-1. Home run chance, righty. An 8 is needed. The 10 is 2. Actually, the home run result. But he will not get the home run. Wallach, 4-3. And instead he lifts a deep fly ball to right field. And Wilson's going to go back to the track near the wall. But he will make the catch. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Brian Fisher. Well done. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Pirates will be Jose Lind. And he's having a great game today. 3 for 3, 3 singles. They got right-left switch coming up. Question is, and Hesketh, I believe he is tired, and he is. Hesketh is going to come out of the game. 8th inning, I think the Expos will bring in one of their better pitchers here. Let's see. And they will. And it is going to be Andy McGaffigan. 6 wins, no losses, 4 saves, a 2.76 ERA. Hesketh gets a hold. And McGaffigan will come on to pitch. Leaned is the batter. Bottom of the 8th inning, 5-0 Expos. McGaffigan already has a win in the postseason. McGaffigan 5-1. That is a blank. He's not tired. Leaned 1-1, and against the righty, it's a base hit. A slap pass first, and Leaned will have a single. Leaned, who was 0 for 4 in Game 1, is now 4 for 4 in tonight. But nobody else is hitting. Van Slyke is next, and he's 0 for 3. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. McGaffigan will go ahead and pitch. McGaffigan 4-2, strikeout 18. That is high. Slyke 2-1, and that's a ground ball to first. 1-0-0. Shortstop pivot. Hudler is a 0, so there's no chance of a double play. That is a 5. They'll get Leaned at second base, and that'll be it. So your fielder's choice, hit into by Van Slyke. Batter now is Bonilla, and he is 0 for 3, and yes, he did get another check from the Mets just now. Van Slyke on at first. Every time I say his name, the Mets always pay him. 1 out. Infield still a double play depth. McGaffigan will set up with the deal. 1-4, strikeout 12, and nope, that is high. Bonilla, 5-5, ground ball to short. 1-0-1. Second base, pivot Foley 0. The only way they turn a double play is on a 1. And they got it. It is a 1. Shortstop to second to first. Double play, inning over. And nothing is going right for the Pirates tonight. No runs and a hit. Still 5-0 in favor of the Expos. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Leading off for the Expos will be Tom Foley. You got left, right coming up. Fisher, I don't know if I want him. He pitched very well, but you got a 5-0 lead. But in the 9th inning, you can bring in any pitcher you want here, and that's what they're going to do. Brian Fisher going to come out of the game, and coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Mike Dunn. Dunn actually a starter, but he had two relief appearances, but he is not I did not put him in as a starter for the Pirates in this rotation. Dunn actually is going to be relief, and it's a 9th inning, so he can come in. 7 wins, 11 losses, a 3.92 ERA. And Mike Dunn will try to get the Expos done here in the 9th. Foley leads off. He's 0 for 3. He's still looking for his first hit. Top of the 9th, 5-0 Spos. Spos looking for insurance. Dunn, 3-1, possible error. Foley, 6-1, fly ball to left. That's hit the Bonds. His error rating is a 4. That's a 10. He'll make the catch. 1 out. Here comes Santovania. Santovania is 1 for 3. Dunn will go ahead and pitch. Dunn, 3-5 against the righty. That is a blank. Santovania, 4-6. Ground out to short, picked up by Oberkfell. He'll toss it over, 2 down. And now the next batter for the Expos is Rex Hudler, and he's definitely the player of the game. 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a bomb. So Rex Hudler is definitely the player of the game here for the Expos if they hold on to win. Dunn will set up and make the pitch. Dunn, 4-2, error on a throw. Hudler, 3-5. Nope, that's a fly ball hit to left field. Bonds will come under it and put it away and retire the side. Nice job by Dunn as the Expos are done. We go to the bottom of the 9th as the Expos have a 5-0 lead. But will we see some 9th inning magic? The Pirates had major 9th inning magic in Game 1. And is McGaffigan going to try to close this game out? And he will. They're going to go with McGaffigan to try to get the save now if possible. Although it's not really a save. It would be a hold. He's got a 5-run lead. McGaffigan's going to try to close the game. And Sid Bryn leads off for the Pirates. And he is 0 for 3. Actually, maybe not. Timeout. I may go with someone else here. Let's see. Do we go with... Let me see who I got here for the Expos. Let's see. No, he'll go. He'll pitch. McGaffigan will go ahead and pitch and try to close the game. 5-0 Expos. Pirates lead 1-0, but the Expos are 3 outs away from tying it up. McGaffigan with the pitch. McGaffigan, 3-3. That's at the park. 3 Rivers, 3-6, and it's a base hit single plus to left field. Bryn must try for second. Bryn turning around first. He's going to try for second base. His base running rating is a 2. Left fielder Nixon a -1. Bryn gets the second on a 1, and that is a 6. And the throw is coming in. Nixon a -1 arm, a 1-4. He's going to be out at second base. It is a 5, and Bryn just gets back. That would have probably been a terrible play. But he'll take the single. He will take the single there. Wow, he almost triggered taking second base. But Nixon, a 1-4 would have been an out at second base, but Bryn gets back. In this case, the dice went good for the Pirates, and here comes Wilson. Wilson is 1 for 3. Infield is at double play depth. McGaffigan will continue to pitch. He'll pitch to Wilson here. Fans here at 3 Rivers hoping for a hit. McGaffigan with the pitch. 2-5, strikeout 18, that is high. Wilson, 2-4, and that's a grounder back to the pitcher. 4-3, 3-2 because it's hit to the pitcher. It's hit to the pitcher, and you do not get the infield. You don't get the double play depth on that one. Let's see here. Wilson a righty, and second base is the pivot rating, and that is Foley. That's a 0. A 1-2. It's a 1-4-3 double play. They got it. 2 outs. Wilson grounds it right back to McGaffigan, throws to Foley, onto the big cat, 2 down. 1-4-3 double play. Stadium groans. And now the batter, last chance, is Mike LaValliere. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. And McGaffigan is not, he will be tired after LaValliere. That double play made a big difference. And now he'll pitch to LaValliere here. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, 5-0 Expos. Expos an out away from tying this series, which means guaranteed games 3 and 4 at Olympic Stadium. McGaffigan sets up against LaValliere. Here comes the pitch. 3-6 against the lefty. That's going to be an out. And that's going to be a ground ball in the third. Picked up by Wallach. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. Expos win the game tonight. 5-0. They shut out the Pirates. This series is tied. Stadium barfs. Yeah. What a comeback by the Expos tonight. No runs and a hit for the Pirates in the bottom of the 9th. What a great comeback by the Spos after a devastating loss in Game 1 on a home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Expos punch out the Pirates 5-0 tonight. And now the series is tied 1-1. Games 3 and 4 at Stadio Olympique. And I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for the home run in the bottom of the ninth, the Expos would be up 2-0. What a victory for the Expos. They take the home field advantage away from the Pirates, and they now will head to Stade Olympique for games 3 and 4. Final line score coming up. For the Expos, 5 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. For the Pirates, no runs on 7 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Bryn Smith. He'll go ahead and get the win, and he'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. Doug Drabek takes the loss. He goes to 0-1. Hesketh and McGaffigan both get a couple of holds. A big victory there for the Expos. They tied this series up at 1. And who knows, and now a very pivotal Game 3 coming up between these two. Who will be facing elimination in Game 4? But tomorrow night, we go back to the junior circuit. Game 2 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Oakland Athletics. Rick Rhoden will go for the Yankees, and Bob Welch will go for the Athletics. Can the A's take a 2-0 series lead, or will the Yankees bounce back from getting trounced in the first game to tie this series up at Yankee Stadium? A big game tomorrow night. The postseason continues. ALDS, Yankees and Athletics. Rhoden versus Welch. Be there or be square. Beatles eternally. Texag 75. David Vega, who is very late. Brian Patterson. Chuck Rawlings. John Haverly. Chris DeMello. Clee baseball fan, Jeremy Brooks, Doug Hunt. And let's see here, and of course Brian B, and everyone else that's in there today. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on the way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Expos go ahead and get some payback. They shut out the Pirates 5-0. This NLDS is tied 1-1. We'll see you tomorrow night.